It's a fact that behind every great heroine, there's always an even bigger villain. And Wonder Woman is no exception. Over the years, she's faced some of the most fearsome and complex villains in the comic book universe. But who are the biggest, the most dangerous, the ones who truly challenged her strength and courage? Get ready to discover the villains that made their mark in the Amazon warrior story. Baroness Paula von Gunther. Baroness Paula von Gunther was one of Wonder Woman's first villains, showing up as a Nazi spy who uses intelligence, betrayal, and technology to challenge Diana. She represents the political and ideological threats of the wartime years, being an unbeatable enemy when it comes to espionage tactics and manipulation. Instead of brute strength, the Baroness attacks with strategy, infiltrating power circles and weakening her enemies through psychology and betrayal. Her presence in Wonder Woman's stories reflects the intellectual challenge and modern threat she embodies. A villain with a sharp mind and infiltration skills, the Baroness isn't just an enemy, she's a real threat to morality. Dr. Poison. Dr. Poison is a brilliant scientist, but extremely cruel. She uses her vast knowledge of chemistry to create lethal toxins and biological weapons with deadly intent. With her sharp mind and scientific skills, Dr. Poison becomes one of the biggest threats to Wonder Woman, as her inventions can break through even the most powerful defenses. She might not have superpowers, but her intellect and ability to manipulate chemicals make her a formidable opponent, challenging Diana in a smart and dangerous way. Giganta. Giganta is a villain with the ability to grow to colossal heights, making her one of Wonder Woman's most formidable foes. She was once just an ordinary woman, but her transformation turned her into a massive threat, capable of matching Diana's strength. With her immense physical power, Giganta challenges Diana in battles of pure strength. Her ability to destroy everything around her forces Wonder Woman into a fight where brute force is her only defense against this colossal threat. Cheetah. Barbara Ann Minerva, known as Cheetah, is one of Wonder Woman's most iconic villains. She started as an ordinary archaeologist, but after a magical ritual, she was cursed with feline powers, gaining superhuman strength, speed, and instincts. Her deep hatred for Diana makes her even more dangerous. She's not just a villain with extraordinary physical abilities, but also a relentless enemy, driven by revenge and the quest for superiority. If you're enjoying this journey through Wonder Woman's greatest villains, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. That way, you won't miss any details on the epic enemies we'll be covering next. Let's go. Dr. Psycho. Dr. Psycho is a sadistic and misogynistic villain with telepathy and mind control powers. He doesn't need physical strength to be a threat. His real weapon is the mind. Psycho manipulates Diana's emotions and those of her allies, creating a psychological battle right inside Wonder Woman's own mind. With his ability to control thoughts and feelings, he becomes one of the most disturbing villains, challenging Diana in ways that no physical enemy could ever do. Veronica CALE. Veronica CALE is a calculating and relentless businesswoman who sees Wonder Woman as a threat to her worldview. Jealous of Diana's morality, Veronica uses her wealth and influence to launch indirect attacks, challenging Diana in a more subtle but equally dangerous way. Her strategic approach makes her a harder villain to fight, as she doesn't face Diana directly. Instead, she uses her connections and financial power to manipulate the situation against the heroine. Deimos. Deimos, the son of Ares, is the god of terror and a master of psychological manipulation. He uses strategies to spread panic and chaos, often acting as a puppet for his father, Ares, in his confrontations with Wonder Woman. Deimos isn't a direct physical threat, but his ability to manipulate people's fears and create chaos makes him an extremely dangerous psychological enemy. He challenges Diana in a subtle but devastating way, working from the shadows to weaken her allies and threaten her peace of mind. Phobos. Phobos, the brother of Deimos and son of Ares, is the god of fear. He uses his ability to instill terror in others to destabilize his enemies and increase his chances of winning fights. His presence is so threatening that his opponents get paralyzed by fear, making it hard for them to react or fight him effectively. Phobos doesn't need physical strength. He controls the mind and emotions, making him one of the most psychological enemies Wonder Woman has ever faced. Circe. Circe is an immortal sorceress from Greek mythology, known for her ability to turn men into animals and wield magic in a devastating way. She's one of the most powerful villains, with a desire to destroy Diana and the Amazons, seeing them as an affront to her existence. With her magical control, Circe isn't just a physical adversary, but an enemy who can transform and distort the reality around her, putting Diana in situations that require more than just strength. It takes intelligence and wisdom to face her. Ares. Ares, the god of war, is a constant threat to Diana. He seeks to spread conflict and destruction, trying to corrupt humanity to feed his own power. As an enemy of peace, Ares goes head-to-head with Wonder Woman, making him one of the greatest foes Diana has ever faced. His thirst for war and destructive nature make him an unbeatable force, pushing the heroine to her deepest limits. These villains show just how Wonder Woman is challenged in unique and dangerous ways. Now, if you thought these enemies were intense, just wait until you hear about the 8 characters who've already defeated Superman, and you won't believe who they are. Don't miss this video. Click here and find out who has the power to take on the Man of Steel.